What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here at Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we are chopping this game over here, man. Man, I had to tap into this one, man. It's been so much stuff going on, it just kind of hit the back burner for a quick second, but it hadn't, but it has, you know what I'm saying? But it hasn't, because, it's still going on, and, it's still a lot of stuff. I don't want to even say to come out because this part right here kind of seems like a little bit of good news for Diddy, actually, and it's solid too, though. It's solid because what's happening, what Diddy has, been able to do, what it says is judges to Diddy accusers, reveal yourselves or your lawsuits will be tossed. So basically, what that means, because what it says, Diddy has over about like 50 something cases with lawsuits against him in this situation where he's locked up and all that right now. I guess for like sexual assault, violence, just a few different the stuff that we heard that he was being charged for. So the thing is now, what they're doing, they're telling the judge has agreed for, hey, if you got these lawsuits against Diddy, put your name on it. They basically put your name on it. It's because a lot of people are suing anonymously. A lot of these cases are being presented anonymously, but these people, and so what's happening is a lot of these people are backpedaling now. A lot of these people with these lawsuits are backpedaling because they don't, because now their names will be publicly forever tied to whatever they're accused Diddy of doing, and a lot of people want to be able to stay under the radar with all that, right? But that's what the judge is telling them. Yo, you got these lawsuits against them. Put your name on it. State who you are, and if you don't, then we toss your lawsuit is dismissed. And so now you got trouble for a lot of these people who was accusing them. I mean, my thing is this. I'll just say this. Hell, if I was putting a lawsuit on somebody, I can't think of a time that I would want it to be anonymously like that. You know what I'm saying? If a wrongdoing was done to me, and I'm putting a lawsuit out, and to say, hey, put your name, in this lawsuit, or your case is dismissed. What you mean? I'm jumping out there. I'm putting my name on it. Because I wouldn't be playing with a lawsuit like that. But I guess for all the accusations, a lot of these people, this, the, like it says here, it takes a lot of courage to come forward as an alleged victim in a high profile case like this, because with Diddy in this situation, paperwork is floating. Um, People want answers. People are looking for answers. Like who? That's been the biggest thing already. Anyway, who was at these parties? And that's the thing about it. Ain't no telling what names would be on those lawsuits, whether they're already famous or not. But their name would be tied into a high-profile case like this. And I think the actual trial is on its way to coming up and stuff like that. And so, that's one thing everybody been waiting to see is names, and they're ashamed. A lot of people are ashamed. I don't know if it's because these are this fake accusations, or like I say, they're too embarrassed to come forward and say, "Hey, I was a victim of whatever Diddy was doing." It's crazy, but if nothing else, that's tough. That's tough. Like Diddy got that cheese, so his lawyers or whatever, they putting in that work, man. They putting in that work, and they gonna make it make sense. They gonna make it make sense. It look like, man, because like I say, the judges have okayed it, and that's. But you know what? It's solid though. That's solid. State, announce yourself, or the case is dismissed. So that's how they rocking with it, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that, actually, because like I say, everybody was grown, consenting adults there. I'm more than sure, and unless some evidence come out, because all the stuff that people have been throwing out there, that nothing really stuck, other than you saw the baby oil and these accusations, which these people don't even want to stamp their name on it, right? Is it lies, or you just don't, or you just too ashamed to admit what type of stuff you were involved with? Like I said, this looked like it could be good news for Diddy, man. And, real spittage. It looks like it could be. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this. Do y'all think that's right? I think it is. Announce yourself. Now this is, hey, this is a lawsuit. You get broke off. You feel like you was harmed, wronged, whatever, victim of whatever, sexual assault from Diddy and his vicinity, just on his property, wherever it happened. You know, state your name. Who are you? Don't be ashamed. I wouldn't be if that was the situation and I had a lawsuit on somebody. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. It's another one over here at Game Chopping TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Do y'all believe this stuff about Diddy, man? I know a lot of people do. But anyway, y'all tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Because we chopping this game over here, man.